They're not comfortable, playing behind the chains. They're really good, and they got you on your heels defensively when, they're gaining 4 or 5 yards on 1st and 10, and they're facing 2nd and 5 and 2nd and 1 and 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2. That's when they're at their best. So that's a huge part of being. We just talked about being aggressive. Everybody wants to, oh my gosh, I got the cut block, and you're in backpedal mode all day. You just go ahead and give them the win right now. You have to be aggressive in everything that you're doing. You have to be smart, but you have to be aggressive. I have to be aggressive with my nose over my toes. I have to be aggressive with my feet continually to move. You have to be aggressive at attacking half the man, and if you play just slightly with caution, it's a wrap. You're going to lose, and it's not a matter if you lose; it's a matter of how bad you lose. And so that was really the message. Whatever scheme we call, or however we change up the fits, and who's got what on the option, you have to be very aggressive with what you're doing.
Brent, Torino, Brian Kelly, Paul Johnson, those are 3 good schemers. Is that the toughest 3
It's always about players. This game's always about players, and we're not out there playing the cut block and tackling and covering anybody. So, that would be, to me, disrespectful to our players. They're always the ones. The reason why you win and lose, and we've got good players that have character and toughness and leadership and discipline. So they're the guys that. The schemes, you have to do, like I said, all those other things. The schemes don't matter. You have to do those other things. It was really good. Of course, you ask my guys, that was the worst Tuesday practice I've ever seen in my life. We're going to get freaking annihilated this week. And that's how you feel, in the middle of the grind, you kind of feel like that. That stunk, the scout stunk, you stunk worse. We're going to get killed, we're too casual, whatever, it was, when you're reflecting on it through Friday, okay, where are we at going into this game? You really, when you felt you got a lot done, you just needed a little bit more film work right there in the last, we got some good work in today, and I think all those things matter, We're studying just cover 2 and quarters, cracked run support, and they're really good clips, and this is what it looks like, and we got to put this on tape today, and you show them multiple times, and that one last time what it looks like, in a perfect world, and now go to work, go put it out there. And so to answer your question, it was a good week. It's easy if you have lack of immaturity or lack coaches that don't have focus and poise, then I think after those emotional wins, then you can lose a game because of that. But that certainly, we had enough guys that have been there, done that. That's the whole key to being successful consistently, is how you handle adversity and success. There's not one that's more important than the other. And usually, adversity, everybody's like, you get everybody's attention. And it is after success, everybody wants to pat them on the back. And our job is to keep them humble and keep them focused. And, we're the leaders, they got to follow our lead.
So much of the offseason was about what this team could do with Deshaun Watson as quarterback. The running game, both for Clemson's offense and Clemson's defense overall, not talked about as much. Will this team go as far as the running game and the defense?
I think it's a big part of any really good football team, having a good line of scrimmage on both sides. And when you need to, being able to impose your will, or that needs to be something that's not a weakness. And usually you can translate winning and losing with that. And so I think what you see a young offensive line. It's continuing to get better and better, and will the more they play. And then the defensive line, it's a talented group of guys that got a little edge and chip on their shoulder, and they want to be something. And nobody respects what took place a year ago more than that group. But what I respect from them is their willingness to learn from them, follow, watch, pay attention, and then again kind of put their own flavor on it this year.
You ever had a player like J-Ron?
He's pretty versatile.
Like J-Ron?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love South Florida guys. They got a little edge to them, and you know, they're hungry, and you kind of get their attention quickly when somebody doubts them, and usually ultra competitive. J-Ron's got a lot of great characteristics, and along McKenzie and him are a lot alike in a lot of ways.
Kevin Dodd is a guy that not even Clemson fans knew his name before this season. Is he one of those players that maybe everybody in the nation will know his name by the end of the season, the way he's playing?
No, I don't know. I don't want to pronounce anybody yet. I hope they recognize that Paul, and if they do, it's because a guy like him has been ready for his opportunity. And again, he's a self-made guy that's really done a remarkable job of developing himself along with Coach Hobby. Just didn't, but he's had to have the willingness to put the work in and get himself ready and stay humble along the way. He wants more. First thing he says is, he left some opportunities out there. When you're hungry like that, when you're not easily satisfied, and then you have some talent and willingness to work. Have a chance to have ultra success, and he does.
Is hungry and not easily satisfied a characteristic of this entire defense?
I hope so. I certainly hope so, because we haven't gotten any. We're 5-0. That's it. We haven't done anything yet. They know that, and our job as coaches is to make sure if somebody isn't aware of that they need to be. So again, we have goals, and we haven't attained any of those goals yet, other than being 5-0 after 5 games. And,
You talk about how many teams have those